What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to share with you a few tips about these baby back ribs, in case you guys are planning on cooking up some for this Memorial Day weekend. I just got back with these from our local Walmart. They're ran about $9–10 a piece. Not bad. Pretty meaty. As you can see, you got a little bit of fat right here. So we're going to take these on over and get this film off the back. So we got some nice tender ribs when we're done cooking them. Come on over. Alright, so first things first, you want to get this membrane off, and I found the easiest way. Just grab a paper towel and find you a loose piece if you can. If not, you're going to have to get a knife and pry some of it up, or just flip it around. There we go. So get your paper towel and just start tugging at it. By having this off, you're just making for a more tender rib and be more enjoyable for your company, so that way they don't have to sit there and gnaw and, you know, fight to get through the meat. It's also going to allow all the flavor from your rub that you're going to put on to soak through all the way to the meat. I'm going to go ahead and wash up real quick. Now, what a lot of people like to do is argue the fact of whether to or not to use yellow mustard whenever they're applying the rub. Basically, all this does is allow the rub to adhere more, and it's going to give you a crust or a bark whenever you're smoking ribs. If you're doing your ribs in the oven, then you don't have to worry about it. If you're doing them in a smoker, it's up to you. I like to use it because, like I said, it gives you a better bark, and it's just going to have that nice firm bite to it whenever you put it in your mouth, and then it's going to be really tender whenever you're chewing it. So here we go. I'll show you how this all goes down. First, you just want to put a little bit of mustard on there. Spread it all around. Like I said, you're not going to use a whole jar of mustard here. You just want to get a little bit on. That way the rub has something to cling to. Okay. Now I want to talk to you about my rub here. This is a brown sugar based rub. I use a whole bunch of other spices, and there's probably about 20 of them in there. It's got cayenne pepper, sea salt, chipotle chili peppers, black pepper, all kinds of stuff in there. Basically all I can say is just you find out what you like best, but brown sugar, once it's on the ribs and it gets heated up, it's just going to melt and coat the rib, and it's just going to be a really nice sweet taste to it. So here we go. You don't want to be stingy with the rub. You want to coat it on there really thick, and then just massage it in there. You hear that bouncing around, that's the brown sugar. Okay, just work that in there. Now you notice these sides of the ribs right here where the bones are at, you do not want to forget about those. That's where, as you can see, there's a lot of meat, and during smoking, cooking, whenever the ribs are done, you'll notice these bones are actually going to pull back and they'll be sticking out. That's one way to tell when your ribs are really tender and to that fall off the bone, if that's the way you like your ribs. Okay, so we're going to turn these over. Some more mustard. If you're worried about this little bit of fat here, you can trim that off. I'm going to leave it on because during the smoking this is all going to melt anyway, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. Again with the rub. What do you do when you're out? Well, I guess you just gotta be prepared, don't you? That's why I make my bone sucking rub ahead of time. Alright guys, that's going to do it. I am just going to wrap these up, throw them in some cling wrap, place some aluminum foil around them, let them sit in the refrigerator. Today's Thursday, so we're going to eat these bad boys on Saturday. Got my sister coming down, she's bringing the fam. We're going to throw down and eat some ribs. That's how we do it, that's how I do it. So I'm the Barbecue King. Thank you for watching.